Have you ever stopped to think about your job? Not just the tasks you perform or the title you hold. Think deeper. Consider the hours you trade, the precious moments of your one life. What are you truly exchanging that life energy for? Is it just for a paycheck, for things, for an image? Or is it for something more, something that aligns with your deepest values and brings you genuine contentment? These questions are not meant to cause distress. They are invitations. Invitations to examine the relationship between your money and your life, your work and your freedom. Many people feel trapped on a treadmill, working to earn, earning to spend, with little thought to the ultimate cost. The modern world often pushes a narrative of more income, more possessions, more status. But does more always equal better? Does a bigger house or a fancier car truly translate into a richer life, a more joyful existence? For many, the answer, upon honest reflection, is no. They find themselves with overflowing closets but an empty feeling inside. They have achieved conventional success, yet a sense of true fulfillment eludes them. This dissatisfaction is a quiet whisper at first, but if unheeded, it can grow into a loud call for change, for a different way of living and relating to work. This essay explores two powerful concepts that offer alternative paths: FIRE and fiber. These are not just financial strategies. They are philosophies that encourage you to redefine success on your own terms. They prompt you to ask, how much is enough? And to align your financial decisions with your life goals, rather than societal expectations. We will delve into what financial independence truly means. We will explore the allure of retiring early, or perhaps retiring from a certain kind of work to pursue something more meaningful. The journey is about reclaiming your time, your energy, your life. Ultimately, the goal is to empower you with knowledge and perspective. We want you to see that you have choices. You are not merely a cog in an economic machine. You are the architect of your life. By understanding these concepts, you can begin to design a financial plan that supports your vision of a well-lived life. A life where money serves your values, not the other way around. A life where you are in control, consciously choosing how to spend your precious life energy. Let us begin this exploration together, with an open mind and a hopeful heart. Financial independence, or FI, is a state many dream of achieving. It is simpler than it sounds. It means you have enough income to pay for your living expenses for the rest of your life. This income does not come from a traditional job. It comes from other sources. These sources could be investments, rental properties, or other assets you own. When your passive income covers all your needs, you are financially independent. You no longer to work for money to survive. This is a powerful position. It shifts your relationship with work fundamentally. Work becomes a choice, not a necessity. Early retirement, often abbreviated as ER, is perhaps more widely understood. It means stopping your traditional career before the conventional retirement age. This age is often considered to be around 65 in many countries. Retiring early might mean leaving the workforce at 55, 45, or even younger. The key is that it is significantly earlier than the norm. For many, early retirement is the ultimate goal of achieving financial independence. It represents freedom from the daily grind. It signifies the opportunity to pursue passions, travel, or simply enjoy more leisure time. It's about reclaiming your days. These two concepts, FI and ER, are closely related but not identical. You can achieve financial independence without choosing to retire early. Some people reach FI and continue to work. They might work because they enjoy their job, or they want to build an even larger financial cushion. Conversely, someone might retire early without being fully financially independent in the traditional sense. They might rely on a spouse's income, or they might have a very frugal lifestyle supported by modest savings. However, the most common aspiration combines both: achieving financial independence, retire early. Understanding these definitions clearly is the first step. Financial independence is about having your money work for you. It's about creating a sustainable income stream that frees you from mandatory employment. Early retirement is about choosing to leave the traditional workforce on your own terms, ahead of schedule. Both concepts challenge the conventional path of working for decades until a predetermined age. They offer a vision of a life with more autonomy, more control, and potentially more fulfillment. They ask you to consider what you truly want from your life and your resources. The FIRE movement has gained significant attention in recent years. FIRE stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early. It is a lifestyle movement with the goal of achieving financial independence and retiring much earlier than the traditional retirement age. Proponents of FIRE often practice extreme saving and investing. They might save 50%, 60%, or even 70% or more of their income. This aggressive approach allows them to build up their investment portfolio quickly. The core idea is to compress a lifetime of saving and investing into a shorter period, enabling an early exit from mandatory work. There are different flavors of FIRE. Lean Fire involves living a very frugal lifestyle, both before and after retirement, requiring a smaller nest egg. Fat Fire aims for a higher income in retirement, allowing for more luxuries, thus requiring a larger sum. Barista Fire means having enough to cover basic needs but working part-time, perhaps in a less stressful job like a barista, for benefits or extra spending money. The common thread is the intense focus on achieving financial independence rapidly to enable an early departure from the traditional workforce. It's a commitment to a specific, often demanding path. Then there is FIBRE. FIBRE stands for Financial Independence Before Early Retirement. This is a slightly different philosophy. Like FIRE, the goal is to achieve financial independence. However, individuals pursuing FIBRE may not necessarily plan to retire early in the traditional sense of stopping all work. Instead, they aim to reach a point where work becomes optional. They might continue working in their current career if they enjoy it. Or, they might switch to a lower-paying but more fulfilling job, start their own business, or dedicate more time to passion projects or volunteering without financial pressure. The appeal of FIBRE lies in its flexibility, and often, a less extreme approach to saving. While still diligent about financial planning, FIBRE followers might prioritize a bit more balance during their accumulation phase. The early retirement part is de-emphasized or redefined. For them, financial independence is the primary goal. It provides security, freedom, and options. It means they can make career and life choices based on desire and purpose, rather than solely on monetary need. It is about creating a work-optional life, where the definition of retirement is more fluid and personal. It's about having the power to choose your engagement with work. The FIRE movement offers compelling advantages. The most obvious is achieving complete freedom from mandatory work at a young age. This opens up decades for pursuing hobbies, travel, family, or personal growth without the constraint of a 9-to-5 job. Imagine having control over all your time. FIRE can also lead to a deep understanding of personal finance and intentional living. The discipline required fosters resourcefulness and a clear sense of what truly brings happiness, often divorced from consumerism. It is a path of intense focus leading to a potentially expansive future. However, FIRE also comes with significant drawbacks. The path to FIRE often requires extreme frugality and sacrifice. This can mean missing out on experiences or comforts for many years. There's a risk of social isolation if friends and family don't understand or support the lifestyle. Burnout from intense saving and working is also a real concern. Furthermore, retiring very early can sometimes lead to a loss of identity or purpose if not carefully planned for. What do you do with all that time? For some, the structure and social interaction of work are missed more than anticipated. FIBRE, or Financial Independence Before Early Retirement, presents its own set of pros. It offers the immense security and peace of mind that comes with financial independence, but without the immediate pressure to stop working entirely. This can lead to a more balanced accumulation phase, allowing for more enjoyment along the way. FIBRE allows individuals to redefine their relationship with work, potentially transitioning to more meaningful or less stressful roles once FI is achieved. This provides a smoother transition and continued engagement, which can be beneficial for mental and social well-being. It's about options. The disadvantages of FIBRE might seem less stark, but are still present. Because the retiree early component is less urgent, the timeline to full FI might be longer compared to a hardcore FIRE approach. Some might find it difficult to truly detach from the need to earn more, even after reaching FI, if they continue in demanding careers. There's also the potential for one more year syndrome to set in, delaying the shift to more passion-driven work. The allure of a continued income stream can be strong. The key challenge is truly embracing the work-optional mindset once financial independence is achieved, rather than just continuing on autopilot. Section 5. The Great Balancing Act: Saving for Tomorrow, Living for Today. Finding a balance between saving for the future and enjoying life in the present is a central challenge. It is perhaps the most personal aspect of any financial journey. The Your Money or Your Life philosophy emphasizes that money is something you trade your life energy for. Therefore, every spending decision is a decision about how you value your life energy. This doesn't mean you should never spend money on enjoyment. It means being conscious and intentional about your spending. Ask yourself, is this purchase truly bringing me fulfillment equivalent to the life energy I traded for it? Extreme frugality, often associated with some forms of FIRE, can lead to deprivation. If you cut out all joy, all social connection, all experiences in the name of saving, your present life suffers. The future you are saving for might arrive, but you might be too burnt out or disconnected to enjoy it. Life is happening now, not just at some future retirement date. It is important to identify what truly brings you happiness and make room for those things in your budget, even while saving diligently. This could be small pleasures, hobbies, or meaningful experiences with loved ones. On the other hand, unchecked spending in the name of living for today can sabotage your future security. Mindless consumerism, driven by advertising or social pressure, can leave you with a pile of debt and no closer to financial freedom. The key is mindful consumption. Before you buy something, pause. Ask yourself if you truly need it, if it aligns with your values, and if it will genuinely enhance your life. Often, the desire passes, or a less expensive alternative can provide similar satisfaction. This conscious approach helps curb impulsive spending without resorting to joyless austerity. The ideal balance is unique to each individual. It requires honest self-reflection. What are your non-negotiables for happiness now? What are your long-term financial goals? Can you find a path that honors both? This might mean saving a significant portion of your income, but also allocating funds for travel, education, or experiences that enrich your present life. It is not an either-or situation. It is about creating a sustainable plan that allows you to build wealth for tomorrow while mindfully enjoying the gift of today. Your life energy is precious. Spend it wisely, both in earning and in consumption. Section 6. Making your money work. The power of smart investments and the 4% rule. Achieving financial independence, whether for fire or fiber, hinges on making your money work for you. Simply saving cash in a bank account is unlikely to be enough, especially with inflation eroding its value over time. Smart investing is crucial. This means putting your money into assets that have the potential to grow and generate income. For many, this involves investing in the stock market, often through low-cost diversified index funds or exchange-traded funds, also known as ETFs. These instruments spread your risk across many companies rather than betting on individual stocks. The power of compounding is a key concept here. Compounding is when your investment earnings start to generate their own earnings. It's like a snowball rolling downhill, growing larger and faster over time. The earlier you start investing, the more powerful compounding becomes. Even small, regular contributions can grow into substantial sums over decades. This is why consistent investing, even during market downturns, is so important for long-term wealth building. It requires patience and a long-term perspective, resisting the urge to react to short-term market volatility. Your money is working even when you sleep. A widely discussed guideline in the financial independence community is the 4% rule. This rule suggests that if you withdraw 4% of your investment portfolio's value each year in retirement, your money is likely to last for at least 30 years, and often longer. For example, if you need $40,000 per year to live on, the 4% rule implies you would need a portfolio of $1 million. This rule provides a tangible target for your savings goal. It helps answer the question, how much is enough? However, the 4% rule is a guideline, not a guarantee. It is based on historical market performance and certain assumptions. Factors like investment fees, inflation rates, and your actual withdrawal strategy can affect its success. Some people prefer a more conservative withdrawal rate, like 3% or 3.5%, to increase their margin of safety. Others might adjust their spending in response to market conditions. Regardless of the specific percentage, understanding the principle behind it, calculating how large a nest egg you need to support your desired spending, is vital for planning your journey to financial independence. Section 7. Beyond the paycheck. Crafting a fulfilling life post-financial independence. Reaching financial independence and potentially retiring early is a monumental achievement. It signifies the end of mandatory work for income. But what comes next? The absence of a structured workday, which once consumed so much time and energy, can be daunting for some. Suddenly, you have a vast expanse of time to fill. This is where careful planning for a fulfilling post-FI life becomes just as important as the financial planning that got you there. It is about shifting from earning a living to living a life of purpose and engagement. Many who achieve FI find joy in pursuing passions they previously had little time for. This could be anything from learning a musical instrument, painting, writing, or gardening, to mastering a new language or skill. Travel is a common aspiration, exploring new cultures and places without the constraint of limited vacation days. Volunteer work or contributing to community projects can also provide a deep sense of purpose and connection. The key is to identify activities that align with your values and bring you intrinsic satisfaction, rather than extrinsic rewards like a paycheck. Maintaining social connections is also crucial. Work often provides a built-in social network. When that disappears, it is important to proactively cultivate relationships. This might involve joining clubs, taking classes, volunteering, or spending more time with family and friends. Building a community of like-minded individuals, perhaps others who have also pursued FI or have flexible schedules, can be very enriching. Loneliness can be a significant challenge in retirement if not addressed. Humans are social creatures. Connection is vital for well-being. Ultimately, Crafting a fulfilling life after financial independence is about redefining your identity beyond your former career. It is about continuous growth, learning, and contribution in ways that resonate with you. Some may even embark on entirely new encore careers, driven by passion rather than financial need. The freedom that FI provides is the freedom to design this next chapter according to your own script. It is an opportunity to live more authentically and to explore different facets of your potential. The end of one type of work can be the beginning of a new, exciting adventure in living. Section 8. The Work Optional Life. Why some choose to keep working. It might seem counterintuitive to some. Why would anyone continue to work after achieving financial independence, the point where work becomes entirely optional? Surely the goal is to escape the grind, not to remain in it. However, many individuals who reach FI choose to continue working, albeit often on different terms. Their reasons are varied and deeply personal. For these individuals, work offers more than just a paycheck. It can be a source of intellectual stimulation, social connection, personal identity, or a sense of purpose and contribution. One common reason is the enjoyment of the work itself. Some people genuinely love their careers or the field they are in. If work provides challenges they relish, problems they are passionate about solving, or a team they enjoy collaborating with, then financial independence simply removes the pressure. They can continue to engage in their profession because they too, not because they too. This shift in motivation can make work even more enjoyable. They might reduce their hours, take on more interesting projects, or mentor others, shaping their work to fit their desired lifestyle. Another significant factor is the desire for continued engagement and contribution. Work can provide a structure for the day and a way to use one's skills and experience meaningfully. For some, fully retiring could lead to boredom or a feeling of being adrift. Continuing to work, perhaps in a part-time capacity, starting a passion-based business or consulting, allows them to stay active, challenged, and connected. It is not about the money anymore. It is about the activity, the impact, or the joy of creation. This is a core tenet of the Fiber philosophy: financial independence, early retirement, emphasizing options. Finally, some continue to work to build an even larger financial buffer or to pursue philanthropic goals. Having reached FI for their own needs, they might choose to earn more to give more generously, support family members, or fund larger projects. The security of FI allows them to take more risks in their work choices, perhaps pursuing entrepreneurial ventures they wouldn't have considered otherwise. The work optional life is about having the freedom to choose how and why you engage in work, transforming it from a necessity into a discretionary activity aligned with deeper values and aspirations. Section 9. Conclusion. Your journey, your definition of enough. The paths of FIRE, financial independence, retire early, and FIBRE, financial independence before early retirement, offer compelling alternatives to the traditional work-life trajectory. They both champion the pursuit of financial independence as a means to greater freedom and control over one's life energy. FIRE often emphasizes a more accelerated, sometimes austere journey towards a complete break from traditional work at a young age. FIBRE, on the other hand, focuses on achieving financial freedom to make work optional, allowing for more flexibility and potentially a more balanced approach during the accumulation phase. Neither path is inherently superior. The best approach is deeply personal. The core of this journey, regardless of the acronym you prefer, lies in conscious choice. It begins with asking profound questions about your relationship with money, work, and time. What does a rich life truly mean to you? How much is enough to support that life? These are not questions with easy answers, but exploring them is essential. It requires you to define your values, understand your spending, and align your financial habits with your deepest aspirations. It is about reclaiming your power from mindless consumerism and societal pressures. Smart financial strategies like diligent saving, intelligent investing, and understanding principles like the 4% rule are tools to help you on this path. They are not the goals themselves. The ultimate aim is to design a life that brings you fulfillment, whether that involves early retirement to pursue passions or continuing to work in a way that feels meaningful and joyful once money is no longer the primary driver. It's about having the financial foundation to say yes to opportunities that align with your purpose and no to those that don't. Ultimately, the power of choice is the greatest reward. Financial independence, whether pursued via FIRE or FIBRE, gives you that power. It allows you to decide how to spend your precious days, your invaluable life energy. It is a journey of empowerment, leading to a life lived with intention and authenticity. Consider what freedom means to you. Then, take the steps, big or small, to craft a financial reality that supports that vision. Your life is your own masterpiece. These frameworks are simply brushes you can choose to use.